Buju, Indinawa, Mahagana Dog. Welcome to another edition of the Blue Green Ocean Road with your host, David R.R. Not a Chicken Stenberg.
I'm not a chicken.
How are you? What's
I'm like,
going on?
look at the chickens, man. George is showing
One
us
of the
his.
signs of spring.
I thought a way
Yeah,
we,
mostly.
I thought a way we could
What?
make money with your chickens, like a lot of money. We
Do tell.
we 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 uh we put an ad in the paper. In the paper. Look at me. We put an
And the
ad in the
paper? What's a
paper.
paper?
Wait, let me catch up to
Wait.
the century. Right. We advertise somehow on this thing, and like okay, say 400. $400 for $400 you can blow the head off a chicken with a pistol. You get one shot, and the four of us will be surrounding this person with a firearm in George's yard, right? Just to you get one bullet, you get one shot. 800. That's 200 each. Me, you, George, and Mikey. We line them up. We do the Blue Green Ocean Road, George's yard. We just let weird people come in. What a
And,
That's pretty
and
weird.
give them guns.
Actually,
yes,
that's
good,
the
there you go.
suggestion itself is pretty fucking weird. You want to blow the head off a chicken?
Yeah, yeah, like mafia stuff, whatever. Just you go gangster if you want, right? But you get one bullet, one chicken, one we're gonna eat anyway. You know what I mean? Do you slaughter your? Do you what do you do? Is that how you dispatch your chickens, Judge? With a handgun?
Yeah, I choke my chicken. Yeah, you get your fingers like this.
Right, you do
And you
the.
put them around the chicken like this.
Yep.
You just go, and then you hang them upside down for a while and bleed out the mouth. And when they're done jerking around, you start plucking them. You know, pretty easy. Been doing it for tens of thousands of years, maybe. I don't know. As long as there have been chickens and people,
Yeah.
nothing complicated. Don't need any tools. You know, maybe a sharp rock or something.
So
Cut it open. You know.
the only way I've done it is to grab them by the head, or just underneath the head, and just swing them around real quick.
Yeah, I saw that in a movie. I've never actually seen it in
Mm.
real life. That was in
I've done it. I've had to do it to uh, birds that I've shot too, to kill them.
that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. The fucking killing thing sucks.
Yeah, especially when it don't work the first shot.
Yeah,
It almost make you want to stop doing it.
almost. But then I get hungry.
Yeah,
Great, man. That feeling of hunger that
yeah,
we very rarely get that feeling as
I've had it.
Americans, but
It's true.
those that have those feelings kind of like overrides the feeling of caring about a chicken, I guess.
I got so
To a certain
hungry, I
extent.
ripped the liver out of my friend.
Yeah, I don't want to get that hungry. I'll kill the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was from a soccer team.
So what's the longest you've ever gone without eating?
Long enough to
4
know
days.
it could bring insanity. Kind of, some thoughts start clicking into your head where, yeah, things you start turning animal. Things start taking over. You know, you just you're going feral.
So how long? How many days?
I don't know. I fucking don't know. I didn't get that. I just got to the point of thinking, I'm having my brain change a little. Then I ate and that went away, but it scared the fuck out of me.
So I
Oh,
went
how long?
3 days myself,
Oh yeah.
but and that was enough, you know. But I
I got to the
remember
point
I
where-
was.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I got to the point where I wasn't hungry anymore.
Yeah, I do that now. I go on 3 days. I've done 3 days. That's not no. This was longer. This was yeah. I remember I was looking. Actually, I saw a chicken and I was gonna steal it. I was gonna grab it, kill it, and eat it. That was going through my head. Um, I was getting. That's where I got. I think maybe that'd been 4 or 5 days. Maybe I don't know. For something big, I mean, I was eating like I don't know. I ate a fucking celery stick or something. You know what I mean? They're like, but it wasn't. Yeah, you started getting like little crazy thoughts, like I'll fucking kill that thing, man. I'm gonna, like maybe I could eat a dog or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I'm not kidding. All those things are in your head.
Well,
Mikey.
Hey,
Well,
Mike, how? Hey, how long have you have gone without eating,
No, but
Mike?
5 minutes.
4. Intentionally or not?
I just
Well, or, it doesn't matter.
Let's say unintentionally.
doesn't matter how long.
Oh, I mean, I've had the flu for like a couple of weeks and not eating a bite. You know,
Because you felt like you didn't have the appetite.
I didn't
but
have
really-
appetite there.
Yeah.
Did you ever go a period of time where you were hungry that you couldn't get food? And how long was that period of time?
Not long.
So you've never been murderous.
No, but I have gone.
murderous for other reasons.
Murder.
I mean, I regularly do intermittent fasting, so I'm doing 16, 18 hours almost every day without food. So it's got to count for something.
Yeah, I do that.
So
too.
you never felt that desperation of where am I going to get another meal?
No, I felt that with water though.
Water, yeah, it's a bitch. Oh, I've done that.
Mm.
That don't take long. That don't take no day.
No,
That's all you're thinking about. Actually, I remember one time, you know the bubblers in school? I started fantasizing about it, just having my face in it. And it just, yeah. I think my eyeballs would turn into raisins at that point.
I find when you're really, really thirsty, I just crave water.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about anything else, just water.
It dominates your
I
thoughts.
like water.
Mm.
Weird, like you go over to people's house, and they offer you something to drink, and you ask, like, "Well, do you have water? How's your water?" I'm like, "Well, our water's good, but we have juice. Yeah, but I like water. Well, we got beer, but yeah, but I like water.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can have soda. We got soda, but I like
Yeah.
water."
I was so thirsty when I hiked down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon that I drank from a river right underneath a sign that said, "Do not drink from this water."
Wow.
Yeah, Mike pooped in that water.
Oop.
This was when I was 20 and didn't prepare.
Yeah, you learn that way. I broke down in the middle of Arizona, middle of a fucking place. No cars, and I didn't have shit. My car was broken. I had to fix it. My electrical went out. Long story about what was wrong, but it took me a while to fix it. And I wasn't ready for this. I had not planned for that. Then I got to this place, an oasis. Basically, it was like I think it was 50 miles in and 50 miles out, and there was a gas station right in the middle of that fucker. And gas is twice the price, and sandwiches $8. And just, yeah, like
I know what I got here.
I got water. I got gas too. That you have.
Highway robbery, I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. That could have gone badly for me. Really bad. Fucking nothing to drink.
And the worst
On the,
thing- Go ahead.
I was saying, which trail did you take to the bottom?
We went down the South Trail and came back up the South. It was like a mile. I mean, it's switchbacks all the way, but
Did you go to
if
the
you-
Phantom Ranch at the bottom?
Yeah.
Is that where you went?
yeah.
The Bright Angel Trail has a really nice Angel Springs. It's like an oasis halfway down. It has some really beautiful springs there that you can fill on water and whatnot.
I saw that canyon from a plane. That's it. I've never been there, but I was over it. And right, they said, yeah, look out the left. We're over the Grand Canyon. I looked. There's a canyon. Yeah, that looks so fucking great, right? And then he says we are now over it. You know, like a minute and a half later. And then I look out again and went, whoa, what the fuck? That is pretty great. Yeah, there's a big old fucking hole in the plane.
I've been all the way through it.
Yeah.
It took us 21 days, and I never seen it from standing on the top.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it from standing on the top.
You could see the erosion. You know, you can see how the river's working it. You know, I made these in my backyard with a garden hose. You know, that's cool.
It's pretty amazing to be down in the bottom of it, though.
Oh yeah.
You look up and it's a mile. You know, and you see the layers of different limestones that were laid down in different eras, and just like the feeling of time is what really impressive about that. You know?
Yeah, the whole Southwest was an ocean, an inland sea for countless millions of years.
Yeah,
And,
so there's limestone layers in the Grand Canyon from when it was an ocean, and then it's a desert, and then it's a freshwater inland sea, and that's a different type of limestone, and then it's like dirt again, and then there's another type of limestone, and like it takes millions and millions of years to lay up these, layers of limestone that are, 8 feet, 12 feet thick, and there's one after another all the way up, and then so you're down there, and you're like where we were at this one place, the lowest place. There's this really black rock. It's like 2 billion years old, or 1.8 billion years old, the Vishnu schist, and you stand there and you look up, and it's a mile to the top, way up there, and that's still 300 million years ago, the very top. It's just amazing the time. I figured out, I calculated what a man's life, like an 80-year-old man's life, is on that wall, that mile-long wall, and it's like the thickness of a hair. It's just mind-boggling.
But there was a reason that your mom told you not to leave the water dripping.
I don't want no Grand Canyon running through our kitchen.
I stole that from the Brady Bunch.
Oh.
I didn't see
Oh my
Marsha.
God,
I
Brady
didn't see
Bunch.
Marsha
Right?
down there anywhere. I looked.
Marsha.
I looked, brother.
I liked Eve Plum. I liked her. I liked Jan. I liked
Yeah.
she was
Yeah, she had some nice plums, I guess, right?
Oh,
Well, pre-plums, I guess. But when you're a kid,
yeah, she was like our age.
yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Marsha's that
Meanwhile-
pain in the ass older sister nobody likes.
But everybody was hot for it.
Marsha. Oh fuck! Here comes Marsha. Fucking
Meanwhile-
hide it.
Meanwhile, Greg's banging mom.
Yeah,
He was
I think
also
had
he was
both.
also banging Marsha.
Yeah, yep. So
The Randy little bastard, ain't he?
Ain't they all know?
yes, he was.
Don't you remember? I remember waiting for the bus and my dick started going up. I go, come on, no! I gotta get on this thing. What the fuck?
I was in Catholic school, we're doing math, right? And all of a sudden, like, I get this erection out of nowhere, so I'm like kind of shifting in my seat so it's so it's not caught on my pants or whatever.
Yeah.
And the fucking nun, man, she saw what was happening. She made me stand up, asked me why I was shifting around, and made me stand up in front of everybody.
What the fuck?
Fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I fucking hate penguins, man.
So like you looking
Haven't
at
been
math?
able to get it up since.
It was math.
You should have said it's because you turned me on, ma'am.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, number 8, looking good. Yeah.
I want you.
I want you.
Man,
in.
have you ever seen this nun? This nun was so ugly, man. She'd make you gay.
Yeah.
Knock a buzzard off a shit wagon.
It's a miracle.
Oh, no. She had to be a nun. There was no way she was ever going to get laid.
None.
Man,
Getting none.
Yeah, I guess I missed the experience on that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you missed it.
Yeah, you sure did.
Oh fuck.
I'm
So there
sure
were
there
never
was like
those-
some parade of ridiculous shit that went by you when you were growing up, George. I bet you weren't fucking immune.
Nobody's immune.
Well, yeah, I had my own horrors and things to deal with.
You didn't have any sisters, though, man. That's
No, I guess I missed that bullet too.
missed a lot of bullets. None sisters.
Yeah. Yeah, neither you and Dave, neither one of you had sisters. You guys don't know.
Yeah, but I've seen them. I've seen what you two went through. So,
Yep.
ha. Seen it. I've been around them. I know their tricks. Kinda.
What you got there?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I
look at
like
you.
that shirt. Yeah, that's a good shirt, man.
Never forget.
That's right.
Floppies,
All that
cassettes. No way
analog
track.
format.
Okay,
Yeah,
eight
with
track.
the
The 8-track side is underwear's bum. You can't see it. Big old 8-track cock.
Yeah, you haven't lived until you tried to repair an 8-track tape by carefully unwinding it into a paper shopping bag and then winding it nice,
Yeah,
getting
was it?
a nice loose wind on it and then repairing it with Scotch tape, and hopefully it'll track well back in the 8-track
What's it
tape
shiny
player.
on this?
Yeah. All right. Those were the days, huh?
I did
Yeah.
physical graffiti. Come on.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Come on, roll back up.
that was George's.
And then you always remember you'd have certain songs that for some reason stick in your memory because that's when the music would fade out. It would switch
Yeah.
track and
Yeah.
fade back in,
Yeah, Dark
Oh,
Side of the Moon.
especially on like live albums and whatnot.
Dark Side of the Moon,
Yeah.
man. I had Dark Side of the Moon on 8-track.
Was there any fade? Where did it fade to switch
You know,
tracks?
I've blanked
if you
it out.
remember?
I've listened to it so many times through. That's been erased. There's some things that do have it. There's albums I had where there was a skip, and if I hear the song now, it's like it's. I want my skip. I want to put one in because it's the way I like it now.
I listened to this baseball podcast, and this guy, he's a real big Pink Floyd fan, and he's got the Pink Floyd albums tattooed on his arm, right?
Oh wow.
And he went to England. He just went to England, and he was telling a story about how he was walking through London, and David Gilmour was walking his dog,
Wow.
right? And he ran up to him and said, "Oh, Mr. Gilmour, I'm a huge fan. Can I show you that David Gilmour goes, no." Just walked up.
Yeah.
You're right.
No.
But truthfully, whenever I hear a song from the Dark Side of the Moon, I immediately turn it off and put on the whole album. Because the album has to be listened to as a whole work, single piece. The album is the work, not one song. You take money off or one of the other songs. Just no, fuck that. And I still really love listening to that album.
Hey,
Yeah,
David
I got
Gilmour,
breathe in my head
I'm
right
such
now.
a fan. Look at my penis ring, my Pink Floyd penis ring.
No.
Come check it out.
I don't want to look at anything on you.
You got what?
Hell no.
I'm afraid.
I don't know. I only had an opportunity like twice in my life to approach a celebrity, and I chose not to.
Yeah, me too.
Just
Oh, me and you, Gallagher.
another one. Yes.
we didn't
Well, he
bug him.
saw us, and the look on his face was like, "Oh no, not another fan." I got to prep for my show here. It was like the look on his face.
Yeah, we did too. We screwed. We go, fucking, he spotted us, and we saw the whole thing. we understood what just happened. We said, what the fuck? We boogied. We went downstairs to Quincy Market and then got things wrapped in bacon. It was great.
Yes.
We
Stuff
went up
wrapped in
later
bacon.
and he fucking trashed the audience with his group. They had that one stand up before, that local kid. He was pretty good. Just I don't know his name, but he was the opener. Yeah, that comedy club on top of Quincy Market.
I
Is
met
it still
Chong.
there?
You met Chong?
I don't.
Really?
Yeah, he was. I was at the. This was years ago. I was at the Portsmouth Film Festival, and they have a throwback film every year. They have it, and it was Up in Smoke, and he was there, and he was sitting in a cafe, and I walked in, and there he was sitting reading a book, and I said, hey, how are you? And he looked up, and he said, hey, how are you? And then he came and sat right behind me to watch Up in Smoke. And
Wow.
he hadn't seen it, he said, since the release.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
We tried to see it.
I did eventually see it.
It was years later. I saw it with Steve.
what a trap, huh? Boy, they reeled us right in,
Oh
man.
yeah, we went right in too,
Jesus,
like a big dumb trout.
we fit the bill, man.
Oh yeah, we just got released from the hatchery. We were in the frying pan already.
Well, it wouldn't have been so bad if one of us had not had a warrant out for his arrest.
That's right. I had a bench warrant for failure to show up for a traffic ticket that I had paid for by the mail, and apparently I didn't notice a checked box that says you must show up in court. But
So George,
I learned my lesson.
Who were the other celebrities that you saw?
Oh, Michael J. Fox and the Captain and Tennille back in 1979.
Yeah, I would have left them alone too.
Yeah, I would have left them alone.
Oh,
I
and
think
actually, Sean Cassidy too. I worked at this music store. Well, not a music store; it was a record store. And it was in Hollywood, so occasionally, I mean, people have seen much more amazing people than that walk in, but those are the only two I saw that walked in that day. Well, that time I worked there.
Yeah.
But,
I met Greg Allman once.
wow.
He was all strung out from a night of cocaine or something.
Where was this?
It was in a motel in Seekonk.
Okay, I don't know if we want to hear any more of this.
The bastard didn't even remember my name.
And then
I'm
one
not
time,
sure this is the place.
Laura and Geraldine ended. They were in the dressing room
No, man,
after the
don't.
Allman
you don't
Brothers gig,
That's
have to
right.
do that. You don't have to do this.
and
You don't have to do this, man.
the bouncer was trying to keep me out. And I was like, "My wife's in there." He says, "I don't care." I was like, "Yeah, fuck you, I don't care either." I burst in there, and the whole band's looking at me like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And I'm like, "You and you, let's go out." What? We're just talking. Yeah, I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to be in here. You're not allowed to be in here. Let's go. We're out.
He's just a friend. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to meet your heroes sometimes, you know.
Yes, when it comes to celebrities, all bets are off with the wives, hey?
I guess I'd actually have to have one first. Let me see. Who's my hero?
I met one, Albert Lee. I talked to Albert.
Lead me.
I talked to Albert Lee for a while, and he was a really cool guy. He wanted to keep talking. I felt bad. I'm like, no, man, you had a show coming up.
I gotta go.
I'm like,
Oh, well, the three of us met David Grisman and the David Grisman
That's
band.
right. You
It's
shake your
Weird
hand
Beach.
like this.
oh yeah, David Grisman, yeah.
Well, this is hard to believe, but there was two for me too, but it happened to be Gallagher again. In
Wow.
he was in a bus stop like
Stalker,
in like Utah or somewhere. I was on a Greyhound, right? And it's middle of the fucking night. He's in the lobby. Everybody on the bus, we're just stopping. I don't know where we were. Utah maybe or something. And they go, "Hey, there's Gallagher." And they all, like, a bunch of them ran out and just, I watched it from the bus.
Jesus.
Ah.
You were destined to meet Gallagher, man.
He looked up. He looked when the crowd was coming at him. He looked up in the bus and he saw you. He's like, "This is that guy from Boston.
Oh, no.
Hey, who the
Did that
fuck's
with my
next?
mind.
He's following me."
Who's next? Carrot Top?
No, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. Well, you know what? BB
Oh,
King
man.
did actually talk to me from a stage. There was 3 couples there. I was one of 3 couples
Oh,
in Harris. It was 3 drinks. You get in, see him. Yeah, and he told me that was Lucille. Yeah, clicked right at me. So, that's cool. I didn't know anything. I didn't know shit. I'd heard David Cassidy's favorite musician was he wrote favorite music. He wrote BB King, and that's the only reason I even knew of that name back then.
really?
Yeah. Well, see this.
Oh.
Went in not
Hey,
knowing.
I got one. Nora Jones smiled at me. It's at the Newport Folk Festival, and she had her trio that she was playing, and there was a seat. Okay, I was standing on the side, and a seat opened up dead center. And I walked over and grabbed it and sat down. I was beaming from ear to ear, and she looked down and smiled at me. Made my day.
Yeah. That was cool.
Major decade.
Made my
Yeah,
life.
make
Kidding me?
my day.
Made my life. Nora Jones smiled at me.
Gave me that funny feeling.
And BB King told me his guitar's name was Lucille. Yeah, he did that. He actually did that. I forgot about that, actually. That was pretty cool. Yeah, Reno.
So, Mike, how are your birds? How are
They're
your birds
They're
doing?
doing good. I haven't looked at them yet this morning, but they're doing good.
You got birds?
Yeah, I got 4 little baby chicks. They're real cute.
You can hear something, but George, your chickens are kind of quiet. What's going on?
Oh, well, at the beginning of the show, we had a screenshot. We had a shot of the birds. They're pretty much all feathered out now. It's coming up on 4 weeks, and they only have some downy fur on their heads right now, but they're pretty much all feathered out. So, yeah, they grow pretty quick, and they're quiet now.
They go from real cute to little fucking dinosaurs, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You go like,
Absolutely.
I want them to make they've made these experimental birds where they tweak a gene and the chicken grows teeth and grows a tail. You know, I would raise chickens like that. That's a new breed, man. They should sell those.
Keep the ticks down, man.
That's right. Probably eat more mice. You know,
Eat
probably
rats.
eat cats
Listen,
too.
get after everything. They gang up
Probably
on your
chase-
dog.
Yeah,
You
that's
fell
right.
down while feeding them. You better watch out.
So those are barred rock, those ones?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got 2 of those.
bad racks.
Bad racks.
What else you
Bad
got, Mike?
rack.
Besides,
I got 1 leghorn and 1 golden lace poet.
I don't know them.
They're similar to the barred rock, except there's a little more color in their wings.
Right.
All high egg producing.
Yeah, Leghorn's a great general,
Yeah,
all around chicken.
all around. Yep.
I had a bunch of them. I had a bunch of
Most
Leghorns.
of your commercial farms have leghorns, especially out
Well, they-
west.
I had Rhode Island Reds. Those were really cool. They produce eggs too. They're good general all around egg and meat bird.
Leghorns. Bad
I'm a
Yeah,
rat.
if it-
Leghorn.
If it
I say,
turns out to
boy!
be a rooster, it's going to be foghorn leghorn. It's going to annoy
Oh.
the neighbors for years.
I would have got some Rhode Island Reds, but they couldn't sex them for some reason. They're too fragile.
Yeah.
So it would have been a 50-50, and you can't have roosters around here.
I'm a chicken hawk,
I would-
and you're a chicken. I said, boy, I said,
I in Japan, I read that the chicken sexer is a very venerable position in Japan.
Really?
Earns the big money. Sits there and sexes chicks all day.
Wow.
They pride themselves on their accuracy.
It's an important job. Oh, look. Those are the barred rocks.
Yep.
Nice.
Four.
Where are the other two?
They're in that box.
All right.
That little box.
Are they still alive?
Oh yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, when they're small, they like to huddle in like a small area, and they get like safe. They feel safe and protected in a small confined area, like they were under their mother's wings, so to speak, in the nest. Anyway, enough bird talk. I know you want us to let them run around the yard and shoot them with guns or something like that, right? Invite
content. Yeah.
pick people to come over and blow their heads off in the yard. That's pretty ballsy, having strangers come to your yard and giving them guns.
Oh no, we'll surround them. We got one bullet, and then we get.
I don't think
four
I'd want to
corners,
be there.
And we, guys got to behave,
No.
But we're doing it for a
Yeah.
shitload of money. I ain't doing it for nothing,
I don't want to get Dick
you
Cheney.
probably would have worked
know?
at the if you were born back in those days, Dave. You probably would have worked at the Coliseum.
Oh yeah, I got ideas.
Yeah. Let's get 2 rhinoceroses
Yeah.
We'll make a
and a
shitload of
bunch of
money.
Armenians.
Yeah. We'll get a rhino and a whole bunch of myrrh.
Yeah.
We'll smear it all over the rhino. And everybody's gonna try and grab it. While it runs
Grab
along.
the rhino. That's a good
The
sport.
first one that jumps on a rhino's back gets his freedom.
Also, they have to climb to the head and saw off the
horn.
The horn, yeah. Then you can go.
Right. And a plated gold, and they can wear it around their neck with a chain. Start a whole tradition.
You had to sew it to your head. It's mine now.
So what you drinking today, Mike?
Oh, Pete's.
What?
Pete's Organic. Pete's Organic Dark Roast. What are you drinking?
This
Tetley.
whatever was cheapest at the Stap and Shop.
Unorganic.
I know.
What's the opposite of organic?
Organic.
Treated with
Huh?
Organic.
treated with the finest chemicals,
Yeah, chemicals. That's what I'm drinking.
filtered through toxic waste.
Absolutely.
Mm.
The most hazardous shit.
Oops.
The finest hazardous shit.
It's called glow in the dark coffee.
That's right. If it doesn't glow, I don't want no mo.
Some bubbling shit that just come up from the lawn. What is it? I don't know. Drink it.
Drink it.
Freeze dried raw sewage.
Drink it. I'll give you $1.
In the morning when you're desperate for caffeine, you won't need that $1.
Yeah.
What
$1.
are you guys drinking? Green tea?
Black tea.
Teetotaler.
I'm a teetotal. A total teetotaler.
What are you drinking over there, Dave? Tang?
Coffee. Oh, it's always coffee. It's the same answer all the time.
The space juice. Tang.
I started with almond milk and strawberries. That's how I started everything. Now I'm drinking coffee. Yeah, well, a bag of them. The old bag of them. Stuck it in it. The minute it was like acceptable to run the thing, I did it. You know? 'Cause it sounds like a chainsaw. It's like starting a chainsaw at 3 in the morning, you know? I can't use it then. But once I get to the, where it's legal, you say, now you can actually work on your car if you want. Okay, now I'm going to make a smoothie, man. Start revving the engine.
They don't, I guess, I'm assuming they don't allow you to have roosters there either. No roosters there.
Can I get a yeah? Alright, don't mind me. I watched a bunch of videos about guys trying to get fucking Siege engines to run in, in the woods.
In the woods.
In the woods, yeah, they got points and shit.
Yeah, this is a 1918 Mack truck. It's been in the woods for 70 years. Let's see if we can get it started.
Will it
I've
start?
seen those.
Well,
yeah.
of course it will, because you made the video. So, now watch.
Yeah, it's amazing that they go with the efforts they go through to, they'll just find it in the middle of the woods and tractors in, cars and trucks and shit.
Well, old diesels are easy if they're not sieged, and even the old gas engines, if they're not sieged, you can get them to go. That's not a problem. Anyway, I love that.
Yep.
I love that shit.
Yeah, they walk into the woods with a what?
I knew a guy who was a real artist with custom cars and hot rods and shit. And he pulled this Model 8 frame out of the woods, and you looked at it and like, there's no way you can do anything with that. It's all rusted and everything. He turned that thing into this hot rod, and it was beautiful. In the end, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And he put you could put a 9-foot shine on it or a 12-foot shine on it. What that is like, that's how far you could stand away from the paint and see your reflection in clear detail. And that thing was amazing.
Yeah, so
was
you know what I
artist.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Yeah, paint jobs sometimes. I've seen custom paint jobs. It's all right. I always thought I seen it, so I never wanted to do it. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass. The mask is what I hate. Shooting's great, right?
It's nice to look at, but it's just I would be deathly afraid to take it out of the garage.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, he had this one. It was a Model A, had the rumble seat and everything, but he put it on a Corvette chassis with a big 351 Cleveland engine in it or whatever it was. And he had just finished it, and he was taking me out for a ride in it on Snake Hill Road. And he goes, "I have to get rid of it." I was like, "You just finished it." He's like, "Yeah, I have to sell it.
Yeah.
I'm going to die in this car."
Yeah.
He says, "Watch this," and he just stepped on the gas a little bit, and the front end comes up. He's like, "This car is dangerous." He's like, "You cannot drive it." Every time he stomped on the gas, the whole front end would come right off the road.
Yep. What happens when you build something?
It was too light for the power that it had.
The Bugatti was the same way. It would plane, and you couldn't steer it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the front end didn't have enough weight on the fucking thing. The seats needed to be up further. Like when if you make a dune buggy, those seats were further up. You're more like, we were sitting on the engine and transaxle. We're back there. The front was just, It's better to be up front or closer to it. And like that, the steering column was just a rod, a straight rod right at your chest.
It's like similar problems, like Corvettes and Porsches have a similar problem like that. Corvairs, I mean. Not
Corvairs, yeah.
Corvairs.
My brother just got a Corvair. He's fixing it up.
He's
already in really good shape.
Hey, why doesn't
Right?
Jimmy have a fucking
Didn't he have
YouTube
one back
channel?
in the day, a Corvair?
He did. He
thought-
actually restored a couple of them back in the day. That was his car of choice back then, because they were really cool and you could get them cheap.
Isn't that what Terry Brick had back in the day?
A Corvair.
Yeah, wasn't that a Corvair?
Oh, I remember him having some blue car that I saw him blow the transmission out of the back of it.
I remember driving through the Chepachet parade in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You weren't there. There was I thought it was the whole band. No.
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't remember. I wasn't around that long anyway. I was around a month.
Davey, still in the Navy.
Still in the Navy.
Probably will be for life.
Yep, it was great that song came out. And then in the Navy, what else? There was a bunch of fucking. Suddenly the Navy's very famous everywhere. You know?
I remember when you started putting the sunroofs in everybody's car.
Yeah,
Even
that
people
customized
that didn't
things
want
out.
it.
Get your invisible dog out of my van.
That was cool, man. I'm like, how the hell does he do that? I want one in my Pinto.
Yeah. You want me to- yeah. Don't do it.
The best thing was
Don't cut a hole in your roof.
Yeah, but the thing is,
What are
when
you
the Pintos,
thinking?
when the Pintos blow up, I can just
Yeah.
shoot straight up.
Have an escape route.
You
Yeah.
got a chance.
Dave had a Volkswagen with a sunroof, and we were tripping our brains out one morning after tripping all night. And he put it in first gear, and we'd sit on the sunroof with our feet. He could steer with his feet, and the thing just idling would just drive around real slow.
Nice and safe.
We were driving around Harmony, all like sitting on top of this car.
What could go wrong?
Well,
I
it's
could
so
just-
slow.
if
You
I
had
slid
time,
off, I was
like
right in
if
the
something
seat.
stepped out in front of you, like you had time to drop in and hit the brakes. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it was
Oh,
going
yeah.
as fast as someone would walk. You know,
I could drop
and
right
we had-
down into the seat. Just
I
instantly.
get hurt walking all the time, dude.
We're in a ball field.
Try doing it sober.
We went. That's where we used to play baseball. Me and,
Don't underestimate walking speed. That's what I'm saying.
that's true.
Oh my god!
There's this
You can get
guy.
hurt sitting right there.
There's this guy I just read about. He was doing a circle. A milkman stopped. The guy was doing a circle, and he was looking up. He had a hat over his eyes, and it was raining. And then he hit a tree and fell down. This is I don't know what this. It's in a book. It's Devil in the White City. It's about the Chicago's World Fair after Paris had their big one with Eiffel Tower. And they had this thing that says out Eiffel. They wanted to build something that was better, and they had all these weird fucking ideas. Like one guy wanted to do log cabin on top of these logs, just put it like a billion miles in the air and just have a log cabin on top, right? As an example. And you know what they turned out doing? And I didn't see it coming. Oh, Eiffel offered his services. Say, you want me to Eiffel myself? You know? Yeah, but they said, it's cool. So, it was the Ferris wheel, the giant fucker. I forgot the dimensions, but it's crazy dangerous, right? I'm reading this. It says, oh, they built that, and it's not around anymore. I'm sure. I bet it had a bad end. I got to look it up later. But so this guy's in it. He's written letters to the mayor of Chicago, and so he's not right. His name's Pendergast. So this is where I'm at now. So Milkman just saw him, and now the World's Fair started. The next chapter is opening day. I'll start reading that next week, right? Opening day. But this other guy has been building like this kill house. He's got like he's doing a separate thing, right? He has a drugstore and all this stuff. He has this block, and he's been like building this dungeon basically, and he just keeps firing workers. Nobody's been there long. Nobody got paid. The Chicago's just full of people who need work. And they're there mostly for the fair, but there's not enough to go around. So there's plenty of guys who'll do like day work, you know. So anyway, he's got a kiln, and some people have disappeared already. So this guy's yeah. So that's where that. So this is where the book's
And a kiln.
going to. It's the end. Same guy that did Isaac Storm. Fucking love that guy. So yeah, Pendergast. You should doing a circle in the park. In the rain, looking up with hat over his eyes. Then he hits a tree and falls down.
Well, that's smart.
That really happened. He's gonna do something. I know that we ain't done hearing from him.
Maybe that's how Mikey got hurt walking.
Which time?
Walk
Yep.
around blindfolded.
It's dangerous around here. Big city of Rochester. Free
Yeah.
comic book day in Rochester today.
Get the
Really?
fuck out of here.
Today?
Be
So what's
something.
that all about?
It's a comic book store downtown,
We'll get an unload.
once a year they do a free festival. They do a big festival, and it's like a free
Whoa.
Well, like one free.
one free. Yeah.
Maybe they got heavy metal.
Because they got a lot of people that come. People dress up in all comic book characters, so you can see them all over town. It's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great town you live in.
Yeah, man.
We got fireworks last night.
It's one
Really?
good thing.
Yeah.
What was the occasion?
It's fucking Friday.
Remember when fireworks used to be on the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like every weekend.
Well, people like fireworks.
But I mean, they're not special anymore, you know? It's like when you had to wait all year for the Wizard of Oz. It was special.
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah. It was
Now
an
it's not
event back then.
special.
So like, Mikey, what the fuck? What do you like beat off once a year?
Yeah, I gotta make it
Special.
special.
Like the
'Cause you
instant
gotta, for
gratification of
prostate
the
health.
world, you know.
Be special.
Joanne, this is the special day.
It's special.
Hey,
Oh,
it's still
yeah.
in me time.
Where are you?
It's Dave Day. Give me some flowers.
It's all about me.
Me.
What do you do? Like buy yourself a box of chocolates and flowers, and
Box of tissues.
what do you get yourself
Yeah.
drunk and take advantage of yourself? Is that
Oh,
what
yeah.
happens?
I put on some
You
back
make the
records.
scene with a magazine.
Put on some back records, you know.
Tie yourself up first, though. I ain't worried about it.
Make it a little romantic.
Slow down. Cool off, man.
I know.
Hey, whoa, you know so much about me. You know how to push all my buttons.
I know what I like.
You know where my buttons are.
There'll be no finger.
Yeah.
Finger no.
And then it's over.
Then it's over. And then it's time to assess.
And you look at your watch and 5 minutes has gone by.
Who you watching? Question everything. Why am I here? What just happened?
You did that.
How do I work this?
What's it all about, Alfie?
So, how'd you hurt your wrist? Don't ask.
Nobody would. They would just know. It'd be like one of those things like, oh, that's nice.
It's a guy thing.
Hurt my wrist. Oh, did you?
It's my wife. It's my mistress.
Oh, Mike.
What's going on? I got caught cheating.
The stranger.
Well, I hope nobody's watching this one.
A stranger.
That'll be like me.
I'm having a senior moment. I was trying to remember the sci-fi movie I watched last night. The name of it.
Yeah.
It's about a robot, an AI robot
Of course it is.
companion. This
What
woman,
else is there?
this robot woman companion, who comes to realize that she's a robot, and
Okay.
how and the circumstances that came about. You know.
Is this Ex Machina?
No, it's that one's good, but this one
That's a
just
really good
came
one.
out. I think. Damn, I can't think of the name right now. But anyway, decent. You know, she goes, let me tell you about the day I fell in love with my owner, and then the day I killed him, or something. And the story plays
Yeah.
out.
Oh.
And it's actually as Legolas plays a.
So, what
a-
venue is this on?
It's on the Netty. I think it was on. No, it was on Max. I think that.
Mike, it was 48 minutes. It took 48 minutes before robots came up.
4 days, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. It's
That's
a lot.
not
It
bad.
happened. It finally
It's not
happened.
bad.
So the last
And it wasn't
episode
you.
of-
Oh, it wasn't me. But I did
Well, we
notice it.
finished
And I
the,
did perk up.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I finished the Black Mirror series.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Is everybody caught up?
I
I
don't know.
watched 3 or 4 of them.
Damn it.
How many are there?
Six.
5.
Well, because it's the 7th season. It's the 7th season has
No,
6 episodes.
What?
6 or 7.
I saw
Baker's
one
half
twice.
dozen.
And the
Well,
last episode is a continuation of an earlier episode in earlier season.
Yeah,
pretty
count.
You
good.
guys, well, you
That's
guys
good.
were
That's a
talking
good one.
about well, you guys were talking about AI robots. I made a big decision. I'm gonna keep the beard short, but grow the mustache kind of long. You know?
Oh yeah,
What do you
that's a
think?
big decision.
Yeah.
I think you should do it.
Had to do something. You know?
Well, yeah. You got to do something.
You got to wax it, handlebar mustache.
Yeah, I don't
You
know
gotta
about
wax
the
it.
handlebar
Wax,
thing,
I don't
but
know, wax.
yeah, I
Maybe
don't
some
know.
kind of conditioner.
That's
yeah.
a special kind of dude that does that. You know? Certain
I
kind of
have a friend who he grows the mustache like this, and he keeps everything else like short.
Yeah, I'm going to get one of those. After I'm not being a god anymore, I want to get one of those that's just the ones that come down, just a handlebar one. They look badass, right? You don't even want to fuck with a guy who's got one of them. It's like that mustache says, "Don't fuck with me,"
They don't let you do that being a guard.
huh?
You can't
Nah,
do that.
well-
What are you on, the Yankees?
Security
What are you,
guards are
the
supposed to
Yankees?
have a porn star mustache.
No, that's just how I do it. That's
Porn stash.
Nobody fucks with you when you
Porn
just,
stash.
you know you look like you're a real dick, and then people leave you alone. So
Hey, that movie, that
what? I'm giving
AI
the
movie
wrong
is.
vibe with that. So anyway, it's
If you
all an
match
act.
that, if you match that with a skullet, you'd fucking people wouldn't come near you, dude.
A skullet.
It sucks. I can't have a mohawk.
Go long in the back, nothing on the top. The square, dude.
I
You
wanna,
can
like,
get a tattoo of barbed wire on your arm too. You need
Yeah.
that barbed
Yeah.
wire.
tattoo one eyebrow. One. And, yeah. That's with the fucking just this big long eyebrow.
You could paint in the gap if you got
hey,
a gap. You just
I just like glue shit to it, like you know,
What are you saying?
cut
I
some
got a
hair off
unibrow.
from someplace else. You
Unibrow.
know?
I have to cut these out so that I have 2 eyebrows. So
You gonna
people
shave
can
that
read my
shit?
facial expressions.
Oh, you are Italian. So European. I gotta put that too light. I got the ones that come out of my ear. They drive me crazy. I got one here. One. Like it grows like a fucking tree. I can grab it. Jeez. So like, you're sleeping at night, it'll start tickling my eye. I go, what the fuck?
I was
One
sitting
hit.
there watching the old TV, and I'm breathing out my nose, and all of a sudden my nose tickled, and I have this like hair that's about this long coming out of my nose, and I thought it was
Hate it
loose,
when
but
that
it was firmly rooted to the inside of my nose. Like, where the fuck did that come from?
Came for your disgusting nose.
Like I yanked it out. Holy shit! Like it's like some Franken hair that grew out of my nose.
Yeah, and why didn't I notice that earlier? How did it get?
Right.
How did it go?
How
that
many other
long,
people
dude?
noticed it before I did? Like, look at that guy with the fucking
Just-
hair out his nose. What is that?
Just sort of blended in with the mustache, I
Oh
guess.
man.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that had happened. That
You get a
can
runny
happen.
nose, and it's like a trackway for the drops. Of,
which goes into
Yeah.
the beard, which goes into the chest, which goes into the just
Sure.
all one. Just one.
Yeah.
Just
Dude.
one
fucking
Gross.
hairy dude.
fucking
that's-
river.
Remember that scene in the 40-Year-Old Virgin where he gets the chest thing done?
Yeah.
I never saw that one.
Oh, it's a good, funny, it's funny.
Yeah, that's a decent movie.
And
Steve
gets his-
Carell.
He tries to get this chest hair removed, you know, and they put down the strip and they.
Well, it's an actual scene too. They did that. That was a real first
Was it?
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Oh.
He talks about it. Yeah, that was a
He's
real.
like, "Fuck you!"
he wasn't acting.
No, he was.
I never much liked him until I saw him in Space Force. I thought he was really good in Space
Yeah, he was
Force.
good in that. He was good.
Oh, he was great in The Office, man.
Yeah, he was good.
It was great.
I never saw the American Office. I saw the original Ricky Gervais.
It was
Yeah,
different,
that's
but
hard.
it was good. Yeah,
That's hard to top.
Yeah.
yeah. I wouldn't say
Gervais
it
is
was
fucking
the thing. It was different enough where it was good. You know, he didn't try to do Ricky. He did his own thing, and it was good too, though. You know.
Well, yeah. It's just like Ricky
I've
Gervais
seen
is
I've
just
seen
a-
videos of them busting each other's balls about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always depends. Like whichever one you saw first, that's the one you like the best. You know.
Yeah, he was the executive producer for the American version.
But they both do neurotic really well in their own way. You know.
Yeah, I do neurotic too, but it's not by choice.
Are you
I'm not
mental?
acting.
It's not the entertaining kind of neurotic.
It's not entertaining at all whatsoever.
Really?
In fact, there's nothing I do that's entertaining.
Well, I mean, it's like if you're ever a boss or in charge of other people, then you know you have this. You gotta have this like faux authority that you have to project from yourself. You know, and if you're not good at being a boss, then you're going to be an awkward bastard, and you're going to come across as an asshole no matter what you do. And
Yeah, you can't. You gotta be a humorless prick.
I don't want to be the boss.
I'm
I
not
never want to be a
anybody's friend
boss.
over here. No friends, no favors.
It's lonely at the
Bullshit.
top.
I could never do it. I know how to do it, but I don't fucking wanna. I'll be in charge of nothing.
Don't put me in charge, man. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, I'm not in charge now. I used to be in charge of that when I was there. I was the guy. I was always the guy, right? And then
Where?
it's over now. Like it's great. Like I could just. I went to third also. Oh yeah, I'm
Dave the
midnight to eight
man.
now. I'm completely in the dark. I am lurking 100% of the time. The roof. I did my first third alone Friday, and I got a lot of reading done. Yeah. So I'm going in at midnight now. So look, I'm tanned, right? Because like the last week it was just like the sun was on me. And so that daylight savings time is not gonna affect me anymore. I don't give a fuck. You guys do what the fuck you want with the sun. I'm out.
Nosferatu over here.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you bet your ass, man. I like it. Telescope time. And it's summer's coming, it's spring. So excited.
Dave, you up? Are you up?
Oh yeah. I gotta work on that. Fuck you. If I saw that, that'd be it. I'm going home.
The full moon.
Call
Dave.
the police.
Dave, guard this new building.
Yeah, I'm gonna I need a
There's a new
raise.
building.
Dave's
That makes a lot
stories
of
are tales from
Scary
the crypt.
noises. Footsteps and shit.
You
Things
think
running.
behind
You be
them
the
is real
footstep.
people.
Things,
Dave is
things
the
running
footsteps
down
in the
hall.
dark. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. This is my first week on it. My first full week. Coming up. I gotta get used to it. I wake up in the afternoon like I did it today, and I'd have to go. You know, just like. Oh, that's
So what are your hours now?
midnight to 8.
This is like
Graveyard.
2 hours after you get home from work.
I could do all kinds of shit. Oh, in the daytime now I can vacuum. That's a big deal. But I mean, I can, I'm like wide awake and shit. Bow.
Yeah. Well, enjoy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like daytimes.
Oh,
Like-
that movie is called Companion. If you get a chance to see
Companion.
Hanging.
it, Companion. I went and I gone looked it up.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell.
That's right.
That's
Smash
right.
it. Smash it.
Smash that fuck.
Smash that
There you
subscribe button.
Break everything.
Smash your computer.
Yeah.
Smash
Just
your
take it,
wife and kids.
throw it
Smash
in
your
the
car
fucking
into a
wall.
tree.
Save
Vote.
your family.
Dave-
Smash your computer.
Vote if Dave should grow a skullet.
That's what-
Hey, if you want
Yeah.
Dave to have a skullet,
I want a mohawk. Somebody arrange that.
skullet and you'll never have a mohawk. You need a skullet.
Never say never. I could have one sewed to
boys.
my head. I like get some hair from my ass. Okay. Okay. Goodbye.